So today I want to show you something pretty damn cool. This is the Beachtech DXA Max. Basically what it allows you to do is plug almost any microphone into almost any camera that has a jack input. Pretty damn cool. It comes in a pretty nice box. You can see that they've put some effort into the outer packaging for sure. And inside the box there's a quick start guide, an Allen key, a 3.5mm jack cable, a micro USB cable for charging, and then the device itself. On the side, there are some input and output jacks, a micro USB port on the back, and an XLR connector on the other side. The top and the bottom have tons of mounting options, which is really great. And on the front, there are some knobs for headphone volume and individual gain knobs for the left and right channels. These knobs are stepped, which is really nice for being able to repeat settings from a previous shoot, rather than just having to match the audio levels with your ears, which can be inaccurate sometimes. We've also got the VU meter on the front, high and low switches for each channel's input, a power switch, a mono stereo switch, and lastly, the phantom power switch. So it's pretty feature packed for something that's only 400 grams, and that's a good thing because once you've fully rigged out your camera, you don't want it to be so heavy that you kind of don't want to use it anymore. So we know it's super feature packed, but how do we actually set this thing up? Firstly, what you need to do is decide which microphone you're going to be using. I have quite a collection of microphones, but my favorite one to use is my Rode NT1A, and that's the microphone you're hearing me speaking on right now. The NT1A is a condenser microphone which uses an XLR cable. It requires phantom power, which means that the microphone does not work until you send an extra 48 volts of power to it, which luckily the DXA Max can do. So the setup is pretty simple. You connect the microphone to the preamp using an XLR cable, and then you connect the preamp to your camera using the included jack-to-jack cable. So the first thing you want to do is go into your camera's menu and turn down the internal gain as much as possible. The reason we're doing this is that the camera's internal preamps are not amazing, so we want to turn it down as much as possible inside the camera so that all the work is being done by the DXA Max. On the adapter itself, you just want to turn on phantom power if your microphone uses that, and then start turning up the gain knob till you see some signal on the VU meter. Now, I'm going to teach you a pretty cool trick that the DXA Max can do. We're going to record using a technique called audio bracketing, where we use a really high volume signal on the left channel of the adapter and a low volume signal on the right channel of the adapter. The reason we do this is so that we have a strong, clean signal on the left channel, which is really crystal clear, but if it happens to distort, we have a perfectly clean backup channel on the right side. So audio bracketing is generally how I set up my audio almost every single time I record. You can do the same technique using like a lapel microphone or something like that, which uses a jack adapter. All you need to do is plug it into the other side of the preamp. And one last cool feature that the DXA Max unlocks is being able to monitor the audio that you're recording while you are filming. Not all cameras have an audio jack output, but this will allow you to monitor the audio that's going through the device while you're filming. All in all, I absolutely loved my DXA Micro Pro, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to love this DXA Max just as much. It's super feature packed and there aren't many alternatives that perform this well for this price. If you can't afford one, there are some workaround setups, like I used a Scarlett interface with a 3D printed mount for my tripod, but the problem with that is you either have to record directly into a laptop or use the headphone jack output on this, and the problem with that is it is not a full range headphone jack, so it doesn't give you the full 20 Hz to 20 kHz signal that the DXA Max gives you. So honestly, it's probably one of the best devices for its use case. It's battery powered, got built-in meters, it's feature packed, and it allows you to unlock some really high quality audio by connecting your more expensive microphones. Thanks again to Beachtech for sending this unit to me. I am really going to make some good use out of it, and thank you guys for watching the video. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next time.